Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the Daily SPY Report for Tuesday, January 11th, 2022. Before I jump into the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like each and every time you watch the Daily SPY Report. It does help us out a great deal with regard to web presence, search engine results, so forth and so on. People who search YouTube for S&P 500, SPY trading analysis, so forth and so on. And subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded to the Wicked Stocks channel on YouTube. And that includes the Daily SPY Report, the Daily Triple Q Report, the weekly DIA, the weekly IWM. Next week, we start the weekly Bitcoin. We also put out a free weekly stock pick every week. Monday, we put out an Amazon stock pick showing you bottom picking territory that we did essentially test on Monday. And that is a longer-term support area that may contain selling through Q1 and into later year. Let's jump into the charts for today's SPY. We came close to testing this meaningful support, midterm support in the low to mid 450s. We had a 456.59 low. We have 454.47 today, backed up by 451.63. Now, I need to tell you, if you haven't known already, that the Triple Q actually tested long-term support that was targeted. And because it's done so, the broader market can now recover. Now, there's nothing to say that we won't fall back and retest that area today, and I'll get to that in a moment as far as the SPY is concerned. But I just wanted to emphasize the fact that at least the Triple Q has tested long-term support and can now trade up over the next few weeks, possibly next few months. This area, 451.63 to 454.47 in the SPY, can contain selling into February trade, possibly through February trade. And because I'm talking about the Triple Q as well, having tested long-term support, the market can trade up from here. Now, I do want to show you that on the way up, AB, which is last week's high, believe it or not, against Monday's low, 3/8 up is 465.53. Now, I like this as a pivot point because it's similar to the low area late last week. We did not close above it. We certainly tested it. We closed, I'm going to say, right at it. And so it is our upward pivot point for the day. If we open below it, it offers day resistance. And we could fall back to 454.47 within the day, which is that range of support down to 451.63 I just mentioned. So that is in reach today, below 465.53. But if we push or open above 465.53, well, let's take a look at the support and resistance. If we push above 465.53, and this is a level that I think could contain daily buying pressures, I'm expecting 471.05 intraday. And if we close today above 465.53, I see a good weekly low, 475.25, then expected within 3 to 5 days, which is this former short-term channel bottom that we settled below last week that set off this sell signal into the 450s. That becomes, I'm going to say, a 2 to 3 day target. If we close today above 465.53. And under that scenario, I wouldn't be surprised by the end of next week to see 480.40, which is our meaningful resistance now that can absorb buying on a weekly basis. I don't anticipate seeing it this week, but maybe by the end of next week, like if we close above 465.53, as I just mentioned, 480.40 in reach then by the end of next week, where we could top out on a weekly basis. And that is, I think, a reliable upward pivot point into later January and early February. If we were to close above 480.40, I would expect the mid 490s or higher, as I've been showing those longer-term trend line channel tops over the last few months. They are rising gradually in the low 490s now, mid 490s next week, so forth and so on. They become a target if we were to close above 480.40. Let's talk downside today, 460.78. Still a meaningful level, but only on an intraday basis, can contain initial selling pressures. If we break 460.78 today, we could actually test that 451.63 to 54.47 area that I show again here, able to absorb once again selling into February trade. If we did close today below 451.63, then I think by Friday's close, with this kind of volatility, we could test this weekly channel bottom at 439.03. Normally I would say a 2 to 3 week target. This kind of volatility, though, if we do close below 451.63 today, 439.03 in reach then by Friday's close, that is long-term support, able to contain selling through Q1 And from there, we can rally back into the 490s. There's your 490.01 level within several months. I'll mention, though, if we, at the end of this week, do close below 439.03, and I don't see it happening, but if so, just giving you the heads up that I see a significant sell signal into February. Could take 2 to 3 weeks, could take the better part of 2 months, but I think more the former. Aggressive, high volatility trade, 392.04, then in reach, let's just say by the end of February or sooner, where the SPY can bottom out through the year. I'm going to leave you with the support and resistance here today. All these levels are carefully chosen. They all have some meaning, but the more meaningful is 465.53. That is our day pivot. Opening below it does allow the low to mid 450s again within the day. But pushing or opening above 465.53, expect at least 471.05 intraday, possibly higher. And then, of course, closing above 465.53 kind of seals the deal, I think, on the weekly low, 475.25, then likely within a few days, and that 480.40 level by the end of next week. And I think that that's all that needs to be said. Please click like each and every time you watch the Daily SPY Report, and subscribe. Subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. We'll provide you notification when all this content is fresh and ready to view and has relevance. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'll be back tomorrow for Wednesday's Daily SPY Report. You have a great day.